What up fam, welcome back to our channel. I'm your girl Kiva.
And I'm Adriel. And if you're new to our channel, we're a young Christian couple and we want to share with you our faith, our life experiences, and of course, family recipes.
This is part 2 of 10 things that we learned within the first year of our marriage. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's episode and stay tuned for the rest. Next on our list is it's okay to have alone time. Don't feel guilty about wanting your own space. Don't feel bad. Sometimes he wants his alone time. I want my alone time. Like before I got married, there was a certain time of the evening that I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to my mommy. I don't talk to nobody. Just leave me alone. Let me just be by myself, and that's okay. You need time to regroup. Don't feel bad about that.
To add, just communicate it to each other. Communicate what you want, I guess, in terms of alone time. So just so your spouse doesn't get offended, because your spouse might think, oh, you don't want to spend time with me. You want to be by yourself. But it's not even that. Sometimes we need to just unwind. Say if you got a busy day at work, you just want some alone time to unwind, and then, you can go back and talk to your spouse and reconnect. So it's not really them moving away or not loving you, I should say. It's just how they cope. Man, woman, it can happen either way. And it's okay. Just communicate it.
Most definitely. Don't live above our means.
Oh yeah, well, this last year it's been mind-blowing, guys. The things that we've achieved through financial discipline. We think about our wedding. We got married last year. Think about paying off my student loan, over $10,000 of student loan. I think of us buying a house, getting the down payment together, clearing all our debt. Yeah, any other debt that we had, including a student loan. So I'd say over $10,000. It's been insane, but it's because we've been disciplined. There's some days where we wanted to go out to eat. We both love food. I'm not gonna lie, but we spoke and we decided that, you know what, we'll just eat rice and beans. Beans and rice. Shout out to Dave Ramsey. After listening to him, beans and rice and beans. That was my motto for a few months. I'm the kind of person I can eat the same thing every day if I need to. I'm not a picky guy. But my wife here, she's fancy. She'll be cooking up all kind of
I had to do different variations of beans and rice.
Yeah. Well.
We have bean and rice. We have lentils and rice, chickpeas and rice, kidney beans and rice, pinto beans and rice, or quinoa,
yeah.
But
black beans.
And trust me, we was real gassy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We could have
one side effect.
Fam.
But it's just it's just us. So.
Thank God for that. Even when we were getting married, we knew not to OD on wedding expenses. A lot of times people focus on the wedding, but not the marriage. We were not gonna go into debt over one day. I wasn't about that life. No. We'll do different video, different time on that, on how we were able to budget properly for our wedding and save money. But even with our wedding planning, like you said, we ate bean and rice for a period in time because we knew that we wanted to pay off our debt. We wanted to save, invest, and we also wanted to put money into getting a home. And we were able to do that. You can't compare yourself to the Joneses. Just because your friend have it, don't mean that you need to have it. My mom always taught me, you don't know how that person got what they had. If you're not willing to do what they did, then don't compare yourself to them. Accountability. I put this on the list for us because I think that it's important for us to be accountable to one another. There are times when I have certain goals in place, maybe career-wise, physically, spiritually, emotionally, whatever aspect of my life. He knows about it. And if I'm falling off, he might be like, babe, what's going on? Don't be afraid to be accountable to your spouse. I feel like when we're accountable, we're on the same level.
Yeah.
We're rising together. You don't want to be lagging behind And you don't want your spouse to be like, well, forget you. You don't want your goals, so I'm gonna keep on going. You want us to be on the same level, so we progress together.
That's right. She does the same to me. Some days, you just, sometimes you have those off days. And I feel like at times that's where your spouse comes in to motivate you. Sometimes when she's feeling low, I'm high, and when I'm feeling low, she's high. So we find that balance, and we approach one another. You say, babe, you said you were gonna do this, and we do it together. Whether I have to do with her, say if we're working out.
I struggle with
we don't feel like working out. She doesn't feel like working out today. Now I'll be like, hey, babe, let's do something together.
Discuss expectations. A lot of times going into marriage, we have expectations. We have expectations based on what other people's relationships may be, what social media, movies may display marriage to be. So we expect a husband to do this. We expect his role to consist of this, that, and the other. But I think it's important for you to discuss your expectations and see if it's realistic, if it's something the person is willing to do. And
see where you can meet in the middle. I think it's so important to meet in the middle. I know a lot of people say marriage is 50-50, but I really believe it's both parties giving 100%. Some people believe that, the wife has got to do all the housework, cleaning, cooking, laundry. We don't do that here. In my household, both parents did cooking. Whoever got home first kind of started cooking. They both did laundry together. They both cleaned the house together. So I don't expect Kiva to do everything. If she cooks, I'll wash up.
yeah,
Or vice versa.
yeah,
That's kind of what we do.
most definitely.
Like we both work, we both get tired, and kind of want to support each other in any way we can to get things done around the house.
Yeah, we meet in the middle for sure. Like, there's no role too small or too big that the other person can't do. Like,
Bear in mind, she cooks more than me because she's a better cook. Let's just, I give her that.
yeah, but you can cook.
I can cook,
You
but
can cook, but yeah. But I appreciate that. Some people may say, okay, well, if you cook and you clean, I ain't got time for that. After I finish cooking, I'd be tired. So thank God that he's there he's of that mindset to say, okay, babe, how can I help you? If we come from the groceries or if we have stuff to lift from the car, I'm not gonna be like, well, that's for you to do. No, I'm gonna take my behind out there and I'm gonna help you, because that's just. And I come from a household, like a single parent home. My mom, she did everything around the house. I'm like, yo, nothing too big or too small for me to handle. If you need help, I'm gonna help you. And that's something we've learned together. Has this been the worst year ever?
It's been a learning year. It's been a learning year. It's been awesome, but there's a lot to learn. If you don't like learning, then man, it'll be the worst for you.
It'll be the worst for you. But I would say, for me, it's been a good year and a bad year, in the sense, not a bad from like a negative point, but I don't even know if that made sense. But when I say worst year ever, it's a year of self-sacrifice. It's no longer about me. I came, living by myself for so long. It's what I want to eat, what I want to do. Everything was self-centered. And this year has been a year where it's no longer what Kiva wants. I have to consider somebody else. And so it's been a year of growth, a year where we were able to sacrifice some of our wants to appease the other person. And that's not always bad, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, I wouldn't choose to do this with anyone else. He's my best friend.
No.
He's my best friend, and we've done so many firsts together. The first time I chopped my hair, he was there, traveling together. There's a lot of first experiences, and like I said, he's my best friend. So cheers to us.
Yeah, and always put God first, guys. I think is it Ephesians? Alright, I know the text, but I remember it saying, love your wife, husbands love your wife as Christ loved the church.
I think that's Ephesians 5.
Alright, so it is Ephesians. Okay, if you understand the magnitude of that, it's not an easy task to love like Christ loved. And we can't do it unless we ask Christ to show us how to love and for him to fill us with his love. So we can't love each other. I can't love her out of my human love, it's not gonna last. So that's why I gotta pray every day, you know, God, give me that love, you know, for my wife, like you love the church, and vice versa. So,
Love you, babe.
love you.
Now, apparently I can't count. We left out one point. The last and final point that we learned within the first year of our marriage, and we're still learning now, is to love your spouse even when you don't like your spouse. The many times I don't like him, but I have to learn to love him. Quick story time. There was a situation when he really, he made me so mad. You know, they say when you go to bed and you wake up the next morning everything is better. No, lies they told. I was upset and I went out to the office, and I just kind of grumbled bye. I didn't give him a hug, I didn't give him a kiss,
I ain't get nothing goodbye. She just walked out the door.
I was being petty. I just didn't feel like being bothered. And if something had happened to me, I know he would have probably feel bad, and I would have probably feel bad because the situation wasn't that big of a deal where we couldn't talk it out and move on, but instead kind of held on to a little grudge. So in that, I had to learn to suck up my pride and learn to love him even when I don't like him. Even like sleeping in the same bed when we are upset, don't go to bed angry. Like, these are little things that we've learned, and it's gonna take time because I'm still learning.
Yeah, we both do stuff that kind of annoy each other, but one thing you have to remember is we're on the same team, and you know, like that the good book says, a house divided against itself can't stand. So you know, I like to throw them texts out there. But yeah, we're on the same team, you know, and we're glued together by Christ, by God, so he's our glue. But yeah, guys, you know, love each other. You may not always like each other, but be intentional about loving each other.
Most definitely. It's love that makes the world go around us. You know that song?
Yeah.
Folks, thanks for tuning into this episode, and we hope to see you in the next one.
Yeah, make sure and subscribe to our channel if you're new. Make sure and share with your friends so they too can get encouragement. And smash that like button, guys. You know, that helps the YouTube algorithm. Please make sure and smash the like button. Above all else,
you are blessed and highly favored. Peace.
Peace.